Hello guys and welcome to SteveKnows. This is a news update. I've been in Texas for work for the entire week, but it's so good to be back. Let's get back into VR. It's an exciting time and I have missed this. So that is enough chin wagging. Let's get into the news. Let's get started. We do have a sponsor for today's video. It is VR related. It's around Pavlov's Shack and it comes with a Quest 3 giveaway and a ProTube Magstock giveaway, which is one of the highest quality VR products around if you're looking for a stock. Pavlov is moving from App Lab to the official store today. The game's going to be $20 or £15. This is a game that has been free for the past 3 years until it had ironed out all of its kinks. We're now left with an absolutely stunning game on Quest 3. It runs super smooth with a huge amount of content, game modes and weapons with community-made modifications as well. I should note that the App Lab servers that you've been playing on that have been free will be closed and replaced by the official servers at launch. So please join the giveaway, get Pavlov's Shack today to continue playing, a staple in the VR space. I have a full video on it as well if you want to check out some of the new content. I'll link it down below in the description. A big question now, should you buy the Quest 3? A tough question to answer when the Quest 2 is available for $250 right now. And you can get that even cheaper if you buy it second hand. So Meta are running a festive deal to drop the price of the current retail price for the Quest 3. So we're going from $300 for the 128GB model to $250. We're going from $350 for the 256GB model to $300. They claim this is a limited time festive deal, but no idea how long that is going to be. I'm assuming it's the Black Friday season, but it could go well up into the new year. If you haven't got into VR before, and you don't care about mixed reality experiences, this is a great place to start. Although I cannot deny the Quest 3 is better. It is better. It has amazing lenses, but is it worth twice the price to play the same VR games? There's no exclusivity coming out soon. So if you're low on cash or you just want to dip a toe in to see what it's all about, there probably is not a better option, although there are rumours that the Quest 3 Lite is coming out early next year, which is also going to have Fresnel lenses, but you'll have the better chipset. And is it going to be around the same price? I would probably wait. It's worth $50 to future-proof your headset with a new chipset, or you can buy it second-hand. $50 doesn't even make a difference anyway. They are trying to get rid of old stock with the Quest 2, so it kind of hints to me that maybe something is coming, and there's lots of rumours around the Quest 3 Lite, which I will have in this video as well. So you Valve fans, Valve did drop some reassurance that they are still working on VR. Just like they did in their pre-release interviews of the Steam Deck, they've now got a mid-gen release of a Steamdeck OLED where they added some more reassurance and hints around what the device could be like. Gosh, Bradley has been waiting since the dawn of time for a new Valve headset. Oh gosh, I love Bradley. Side note though, the Steamdeck OLED is a mid-generation refresh that adds HDR OLED display with a 90Hz refresh rate, Wi-Fi 6E support, better cooling and longer battery life. And if I did not say that that was a handheld console, doesn't that sound like a VR headset? But they did let us down easy, saying that VR is not around the corner, but they are still working on VR hardware. It's not been forgotten about. They're going to bring components and lessons learned from developing the Steam Deck into the VR space, as they apparently draw many parallels. Some that they mentioned, which could be little hints at their VR headset, is the use of APUs, hinting at an onboard computer, so the headset could have standalone VR qualities. Also the wireless streaming support of the deck, hinting that the headset could have wireless support as well, which is almost a given at this point. So nothing really dropped, just reassurance given. And there is Valve giving us reassurance. Pico are doing the opposite. Their full-body Beat Saber clone has been cancelled. The title called Blitz Rhythm, where you would slice, you would stomp, you would avoid walls and groove, like a mix of Beat Saber and Synth Riders. It did actually look really cool. It looked like it would put you in that state of intense focus where games become really addictive. It also looked like a great workout, but in comparison to Beat Saber, it does look a bit meh. Or, as the kids say, mid. This announcement came with a bunch of Pico layoffs as well, so there is doubt in the company's future in this space actually. I think they overestimated the appeal to the masses. And Pico 4 is not sold in the United States either, so they are limiting their potential customer base. and it obviously hasn't done very well, which makes me kind of sad. Anything VR that doesn't do well makes me kind of sad. But on the other side of that coin, Meta looked to be branching out to the Chinese market with the Quest 3 Lite. This is supposed to be a cheaper option to the Quest 3 that we have spoken about before on the channel, that is going to be lacking decent mixed reality features because, of course, do you care? And the fact that the headset should have Fresnel lenses as well, which, why? Just why would you do that at this point? I do not know. It's ridiculous. But this release to the Chinese market, given Tencent exclusive rights, was supposed to happen at the start of the year, but drama occurred with the Zuck. But a new report looks to be saying that this collaboration with Tencent looks to be back on the cards. And I hope with that we get Chinese developed titles as well, because Pico had some absolute bangers that I don't see on the Quest store. You know the usual spiel: more sales, more gamers, more games from developers, better content. That cycle hopefully will be influenced here as well. Not all heroes wear capes. We have Godin. Go, go, go! Another update to Virtual Desktop to bring improved performance for OpenXR applications through Virtual Desktop. So VD has had an update, and it has an option now for a VD XR runtime, which I assume is Virtual Desktop XR runtime. They're supposed to add about a 10% performance boost over Steam VR applications. So you will lose access to Steam VR features if you're using this runtime. So you won't be able to do things like access your desktop through the Steam menu, invite friends, the usual sort of Steamy stuff. So this is probably better suited for single-player VR experiences. So Upload VR commented on this, and they brought up the fact that VDXR wasn't actually developed by Guy Godin, but by a Microsoft engineer who used to work at SpaceX and PlayStation, developing this in his spare time. Matthew Buchaneri, I'm sure I absolutely butchered your name, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for that. Anyone willing to give up their time for VR is a friend in my book. So keep an eye out for supported applications. I think those who have older hardware or less performative hardware is going to get the biggest difference out of this, because you want to squeeze every bit of juice that you can to get frames or increase the quality in your VR experiences. There's also an update for the Quest 3 with this as well, where the wireless connectivity for H.264 Plus can now hit 500 megabits on the Quest 3, which I believe is actually the bitrate limit on the Oculus Link, the wired connection. So if you've got the hardware and you've got the connectivity, enjoy the absolute beast mode experience that is supposed to, on paper at least, match the wired connection. Moving on to quick fire news stories, we're starting off with a great game called The Wizards that has gestural magical summoning. I absolutely love the idea. I loved this game. This is a magical adventure title that has now released a Brotherhood update, so you can partner with friends cooperatively and play together. You'll choose your style of mage from fire, ice, or storm, and then progress your own skill tree as a group. This may be a great reason to dive into this game again, or if you haven't played it before, a reason to check it out, because it is a great title, and it's also had a graphical overhaul with this update as well. I don't know if any of you remember, I did some VTuber stuff a while ago, and some of you were not so keen on it, some of you loved it. I was just experimenting, having fun, but I had to use my PC to do that. So there's now a VStreamer application, if you're into being a VTuber, that will allow you to do this without a PC and do it natively on your Quest headset. So this is a free application. You will have a watermark if you do so, but it is a $6 subscription if you want to remove that. And this would enable you to use your avatar or custom avatar that you have on Quest for VTuber activities. If you're using the Quest Pro, you'll have face and eye tracking abilities to control your humanoid as well. It also allows you to customize your backgrounds, add effects, to better capture your VTuber content for your socials. So you can stream also directly to YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch from this as well. It's a pretty freaking cool idea, bringing PCVR capabilities to the Quest natively, so please check that out. If you're a content creator, it's good to experiment as well. Perhaps you want to make some fun content where you are a virtual fish. But we've got to talk about a couple of games now, and the first one is called Big Shots VR. This is a roguelike cooperative experience, putting you in a mech bot that uses a cel-shaded art style, which I love in VR. It works so well on standalone hardware to give you really crisp line, crisp visuals, and a smooth experience that matches PC VR level quality. I am still trying to recreate that experience that I had with rigs on PlayStation VR, and some have come close, like Vox. That looked fantastic and was a great game, but it wasn't exactly that. This looks closer to it, but isn't. I suppose you could say they did not prevail, which is a nice segue that I didn't plan at all onto Vail coming to the Quest today. the multiplayer shooter that took the PCVR space by storm. There was a huge competition in Miami, loads of YouTubers backed it. This is now dropped on App Lab for £15 or $20. It has cross-platform connectivity and it has account linking, so apparently you won't lose any progress that you made on your PCVR title. It doesn't look like a bad port either from the footage. Flying through the air, taking someone's head off, never gets old. Something you can only do in VR really, or it's just a different experience in VR. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. There looks to be some potential here. There's been shifts in the VR space and some coming in the future as well. Some cool new apps that add some PCVR functionality, some games to look forward to, Quest discounts, PCVR improvements on Quest. There's actually been tons here. Please join the giveaway down below to win a Quest 3 or the ProTube Magstop as well to celebrate the Pavlov promotion to the official store. Have a great week. Happy gaming. Good day.